Just see how many activities.
3. Material labor overhead, and then tax credit also can we add or not? I don't.
My question is very simple. How many activities we have?
5.
4.
This is what the understanding we need to have. See, these are my activities.
Yeah.
Total cost is not an activity. Total cost is the summation of all these above values, correct?
Yeah. Right.
So
So 4.
technically we have only four activities, but waterfall chart is showing five activities. So total cost is also stated as one activity. This is the reason why this chart is not ready as a waterfall chart. So how to make it? Just say, select your total cost activity from the chart. All the rest of activities also going to be selected. Can you confirm?
Yes.
Again, select total cost. Can you see now only total cost is selected?
Yes.
Right click on that. Once you go for right click, do you see an option called set as total?
Yeah.
And once you go for set as total, can you see the activity style changes now from the upward direction, it goes downward and it's reaching to the axis over here.
Yeah.
So now to make it more informative, keep your mouse pointer on any of the column, right click on that and go for add data label. Now how to read this data? Like my first activity I have spent on material. How much is 50,000? Is it touching the line of 50,000? Yes. Now, once I complete my material expenses, then only I started my labor expenses. That's why material plus labor of 1 lakh, is it touching the line of 1 lakh 50? Is it giving a cumulative effect?
Yes.
No.
Can you see labor is not touching at all the axis? Can you see that?
No.
It starts only after completion of material expenses. Similarly, if you look at our overhead expenses, 2 lakhs individual, no doubt. But at this stage, if I want to know how much expenses I have incurred, is it showing the line of 3 lakh 50?
No.
No, I am highlighting. Are you watching my screen or not?
Yes. Yes.
So this is how any stage wise, I want to know what is my status. The chart is sufficient enough to give my results. Now, this is what individual stage wise, if I'm comparing, I have got the information. Now take a look. As a company CEO, I want to know in this particular project, how much expenses I have incurred. I need to go and directly look at this. I don't need to go for stage wise things to be checked over there. So this is how people, this kind of waterfall diagram nowadays become more popular and people are expecting the same from you. So it is not confined to accounts, finance, production planning, HR. Wherever, whichever the department you are working with, you can make use of this chart. But yes, this chart is in force only if you are there in 2019 and above versions of Microsoft Excel. All right. So I believe this is working. Kindly confirm.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right. All right.
How
So let's, yeah.
how you have added labels? These 3,25,000, 2 lakh.
Yeah, you can go for simply right click on that any of the column
Mm-hmm.
and any of the column, right click and add data labels.
Okay.
Yeah. So kindly save all your workbooks, people, over here, and then go for the next one. Is how to create a beautiful pie chart. Because sometimes some people they will be very particular about the chart type. Even though you create a beautiful diagram with your bar, line, pie, I mean columns, they will still not be happy. They will say, "No, I want a pie chart," because they are more comfortable with that, and they don't want to leave their comfort zone. But since he's the boss, you can't say anything over there. So you have to present it. But yes, when the time comes to present your pie chart, how to present it effectively. See, we have got month and sales. We have got month and sales. Now, selecting the same, go to the insert tab over here. In insert, in the chart category, we have a pie option. Just see. Can you see the very first option shows us 2D pie? Go for it. Are you getting your chart in this format?
Yes.
And this was only I was asking.
Okay. That is what mm, I guess Chinmay was saying, pie chart.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now 2D chart, pie chart is ready. So first thing first, once your chart is ready, go to the design, take the last tile. Then here there is no such kind of grid lines, but yes, the legends are turning up. This legend are not going to make any sense. Select and delete. Select and delete. Okay. Now to make our chart more informative, you can bring this chart title to the right side and take your mouse pointer on any of the pie, right click on that and go for add data labels. Once you go for add data labels, you could see the data labels are inside some pie and outside some pie, or the entire data labels inside the pie could be the case. All these things are happening.
Yes.
Ideally, when you present your pie chart, the data label should be outside of the pie area so that it will not be looking so much of overloaded or diluted. So do one thing, select one of the data label, right click on that. You got the option called format data labels. Don't go for format data series, go for format data labels. Able to see? It will show a dialog box towards the right side of your screen. Then label position, just see when you scroll down, it shows the label position as best fit. Instead, go for outside end. This is what you do changes. Now, the second change. What you need to do is over here, make it bold. The data labels, make it bold, Control B. If necessary, increase the font size a bit, Control Shift and greater than symbol. Hope so far it's clear.
Control Shift and which symbol, sir?
Greater than.
Greater than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, remember one thing, whenever you are presenting your pie chart people, the data labels cannot be ever expressed in numbers. It has to be in percentage. So here there is a percentage option available. You can see the checkbox is not activated. You can activate the same. Once percentage is activated, value is not playing any role. Value can be deactivated just above to that. But mere having the values, people again ask a lot of question. What is this blue color stating about? What is this green color stating about? Before they ask, why don't you provide them? There is an option called category name just above one step up. And you will be finding each and every data labels having the month details also. But the problem is they are overlapping with each other and it is coming up with two different lines and it is not making any sense. So how to give a neat and clean format? There is an option come down naming called separator. So in this separator section, you can see one drop down is there and go for the option, the last one naming called space. And immediately you could see all our data labels is coming up with a neat and clean format. All right. So what we did first, we have gone for changing outside end. Second change, percentage to be deactivated. Third change, our value to be deactivated. Fourth change, category name to be activated. Fifth change, going to the separator over here, going to the drop down over here, and selecting name called space out of that. Right? So these are the things we did. Kindly confirm all of you clear so far what we did.
Yes.
Right. Now this window box is not required anymore. You can close that. Okay. Once your presentation is ready, whatever we did so far, anybody can do that. And when you present your data as it is, people don't like also, I told you. So remember one thing, whenever you want to present your pie chart effectively, what you need to do is you can simply ensure that first, which month or which pie is having the maximum occupancy. So look at our pie chart, which pie has the maximum percentage.
May.
So whichever it is containing the maximum percentage people, that pie, what you need to do, you have to ensure that one thing. Just hold on, I'll tell you. Yeah. It has to be facing in this left diagonal corner. So where exactly the November month is there, our May month should be placed on that. So how to bring it? Because May is in down, November is in the top left. So what you can do, people, just right click on the pie, any of the pie, right click and go for format data series. But when you go for format data series in the dialog box, can you see one option turns up like angle of first slice, a marker is there, a bar is there. So take that marker and slide over the bar slowly. Can you see the pie chart starts rotating, right? So you have to rotate in such a way, you have to bring that exact position as I showed you. So somewhere around 130, you will be finding, or 135 something, you will be finding such position. So 135 degree. All right. So I believe everybody is getting the same.
Yes.
How about others?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Yes. Now, once this is done, just watch my screen, please. Like, what you need to do now, keep the cursor outside, click once in a blank cell, select May month pie. The entire pie chart, rest of pie is also getting selected. Do you agree?
Yes.
Now, select one more time May month pie. Now, only May month pie alone is selected. Now, what you need to do is like the moment you order something called from the Pizza Hut or Domino's Pizza, you order something. How do you take a slice out? Similarly, hold it and drag it up. It turns out to be a beautiful story. So anybody, whoever is watching my data, they can make out that in the month of May, we got the maximum revenue during the year. So in case of my absence also, somebody else is presenting my data, my audience is able to understand and people will love to see. And somewhere or the other, definitely somebody is going to ask a question. Prabhas, how did you get this slice out? That's what we want. People should ask us. And there we are making a difference. So this is how to create a beautiful pie chart and present the data in a beautiful story format. Over there, we got the understanding. Any doubt, any queries in the pie chart?
I just am not getting the month in the near the percentage. Rest is okay. The month I missed.
Space
Select
button.
the, okay, just share the screen.
Yeah, is it visible? So till this it is okay, but this month I'm not able to get it here.
Yes, yeah, select one of the data label, select one of the data label. No, one of the data label, don't click unwantedly. Now please this, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Escape, close this window from the right side. There you go. You see there is an option called category name in the checkbox category name in the right side window. Category name, series name, all is there. Value towards your right side. That window is opened,
Yes. Okay. Okay.
category name. Activate category name. Just activate. Yes. Now it is ready.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
All right. Fine. So I'm taking the control back on the screen over here. Now, next, I'm going to show you another chart, but that is just for the information. Sometimes you may come across like this, but how to read it. So this is just for information for you. Watch my screen, please. Nowadays, our American and European counterparts, whenever you get your details or whenever you see your data, they prefer to showcase this kind of chart called benchmark chart. But there is no such kind of benchmark chart in our chart family. This is the term coined by them actually. It's been designed by them. So what is this exactly then? This is nothing but the other version of our target versus actuals or budget versus actuals. Okay. So whenever you come across this kind of chart, this is what exactly. There is no such kind of chart in the chart family. So don't be panicking. Okay, they are using different version of Microsoft. No, any version of Microsoft doesn't have such kind of charts. All right. So this is called benchmark. Now, coming to automatic chart. What is this automatic chart? Is it something that I'll look at the data, I'll command to Excel and Excel will plot a graph? Is it something kind of artificial intelligence Microsoft Excel has right now? No, not yet. But it will come very soon. The way the moment we are going for now, migrating to AI and BI tools, it will not be very far. Probably by end of this year or so, Microsoft may launch something. But right now, what is the meaning by automatic chart? Let me take you through. In our data, everyone will be having a different number. Don't be panic. Select March to December and delete it. Select March to December and delete it. And then having the data of 2 months, just watch my screen. Don't do anything. I plot a graph. Alt F1. Now tomorrow, when I complete my business for the month of March, when I populate my data, do you see March data is turning up in the chart area? Do you see anywhere?
No.
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 So in this case, what we do exactly, we go and select our chart, then we realize, oh, our data is not extended to March. So we go and slightly increase the length or the range like this. Nothing wrong. What we are doing is absolutely perfect, fine. But that task is recurring in nature. Every month end, I need to go and slightly increase the range like this, which is really a tedious process. Now, you can ask me a question, Prabhas, why you need to struggle? Let's go and do one thing, take some anonymous range like this. What will be happening? This will create unwanted spaces over here. And that leads to a lot of questions in the audience mind. Audience may ask the question, Prabhas, why there are so many blanks? Can I say to something to my audience that, sir, we are yet to complete the business year. We are yet to complete the financial year. Can I say something like this in return? Is it an idle expression? What's it?
No.
Not at all.
No. No.
So what we have to practice, we have to stop. Now, how to make it better? Just see. Now start working with me. Select your data, Jan and month, along with the headers, and Alt F1. Is plotted. Do all your necessary things, whatever we have learned in the quick chart. First thing first, going to design, take the last tile, remove the grid lines, clicking the plus symbol, going for right click on the column, format data series, and fill vary colors by point so that I can make colorful presentations. Taking the chart title in the right side, right click on the data columns, add data labels, access scale, don't need, Since we have the data labels and it is ready, right? Now, once we have done with this, just go to the month column, only fill the month. Don't fill the data, just fill the month. Say MAR, hit enter. APR, enter. MAY, enter. JUN, enter. Can you see? With immediate effect over here, it is going to populate the data. Is it populating? No. So what is missing? What is missing? Can somebody tell me that? You got the answer with you.
Please ask the question once again.
I'm going to fill the data, but it is not getting populated.
It because it has not been selected in the chart.
Okay, so how to get it? We have done near about 4 times in this entire 3 days of journey. We have done 4 times converting the data into table. What is the shortcut?
Control T.
Control T.
Control T and do that. Now plot your graph. Then go for filling the month only and see the result. Can you see? Automatically it is popping up. Just you have to focus with your data entry action. You don't need to go and keep working with the charts. So this is how one more advantage of your format as table option. Okay. So if you anyone's mic is on, could you please keep your mic on mute? A lot of background noise is there.
Sorry, sir.
Right. So this is how when you convert your data into table, again, the moment you go for the charts, it will be making even more better. And whenever you want to present some quarterly information, you don't need to showcase the entire data. You can just simply go for the filter, only April, May, and June. You can select something like this and showcase it. So unwanted data we are not showing to the people, unwanted questions are not going to come, and we have ended up with a beautiful presentations. So with limited time, whatever the things people are looking for, that alone we are presenting. All right. And that is happening over here. And that's called our automatic chart. So I believe everybody is getting that flavor. By converting the data into table, your chart is getting populated automatically when you just add some data.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. All right, so this is all about our charts and graphs, people, and we are ended up with our session. Any doubt, any queries?
So the colors vary by point in which option it comes?
You should go to the any of the column, but before that, do the minimum changes as I said to you. Go into
Yeah,
design,
that's done.
take the last tile, then remove the grid lines over here and right click on any of the column, format data series, and fill icon, vary colors by point.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Prabhas, I have this query yesterday I have raised when you were
Uh,
explaining this slicer thing.
uh-huh,
Should,
uh-huh.
should I raise it?
Yeah, please, no issues.
Yeah, when you were explaining this slicer thing, the slicers, though those were appearing vertical, they were going into horizontal. They were expanding into horizontal format.
Right.
Same thing I have asked for this normal filter option,
Filter.
which I
Right. Right.
just 1 second. I'll show it to you. So
Right.
how we can do it? Just 1 second.